So moving to the next step, we'll be looking at reviews. So reviews, which we have been conventionally using the Word documents, printing them from the EA models, sharing it via emails, and getting the feedback as email replies or in an Excel spreadsheet, will be redefined with the more real-time reviews based on live EA contents, complemented by the collaboration framework that we just saw. So Prolaborate's review kind of redefines the way we have looked at model reviews and improving models continuously to align with the stakeholder engagements or stakeholder expectations. So let me start by adding a new review. So as I specify some basic details and specify a start date and end date, you would also notice that Prolaborate gives us a couple more options to slightly customize the workflow. For example, you could have a separate approval workflow where in certain organizations they have a process to gather all the review comments, fix the models, and then send it out to the senior stakeholders for reviews or approvals. You could also control some options to allow the reviewers to share or invite further users. So once the initial configuration is done, we could choose the diagrams or packages or elements from the model that you would like to be included in this review. And then configure users. So all the available users will be shown as a list, or you could even invite collaborators just by typing their email. So once a review is created, it will then notify every reviewer who has been tagged in this review with an email and in-app notifications. As I log in as another user, you would also see that there are reminders coming up at the first go to inform the user that there is an active review which requires his input. So as I click in that reminder window, it takes me to a reviewer's dashboard from which he could quickly navigate to the list of items that are awaiting his review comments or approval. So he could quickly say, I'm okay with this diagram or a requirement, or he could further add his feedback by just clicking on the comment and adding a new comment. You could also do bulk operations. For example, you could approve, or you could mark all items as reviewed, or you could just share this review dashboard to your peers or your managers to let them view the current status of the review. Instead of typing in an email with the current status, you could just let them view this dashboard anonymously. You could see that there is no user login required here, but they will be able to track how the review is progressing. So coming back to the dashboards that we saw when a user logged in, you would have noticed that it's very similar to the dashboards that we saw previously, but these are specifically tailored for reviews. It could be a dashboard for approver, a dashboard for the moderator, a dashboard for the reviewer, so on. And as I get into customizing these dashboards, you would notice the look and feel and all the controls are very similar. However, you would see some additional widgets that are specific to reviews, like the status of contributors or the activity, the comments in the form of graph or charts or reports, whatever makes it easier for us to articulate the review status to the external stakeholders or even to the moderators. With Prolaborate, the moment a user opens up a diagram, it could be from the review dashboard or could be from the diagram thumbnail or could be from the project browser. Invariably, there'll be a notification which says there is a review active, and if the reviewer has to participate, he just does it by normally commenting on it like he does in a normal collaboration. However, these review comments are automatically tagged against active reviews, in which it will be consolidated in the moderator's view, and it will also be notified to the other reviewers as well. So as I come to the moderator's dashboard, you could see that there are more controls which shows how everyone whom he invited are progressing. So coming back to the reviewer's dashboard, you would also notice there could be an instance where he would like to invite another peer of him or another person in his team to review the similar or same diagrams, and he could just do that by typing in the email of the new user, and the new user gets added as a reviewer for this particular review. Pretty much like how someone was set at the very beginning of this review. And as I look at the moderator's dashboard, you'll see that the new user is now shown as one of the contributors, and his updates will also be seen and tracked by everyone else in the review. So that gave us a quick heads up and the steps to set up a review and how we could track reviews based on live EA model diagrams.